Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Deen and Chai. If you're new around here, I make different videos about Deen in a casual conversational way, which is why it's called Deen and Chai. So grab a cup of coffee or tea and let's sit down and talk. And if you're interested in staying connected, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So today let's talk about Sabr, the concept of Sabr. What do you think of when you hear the word Sabr? Oftenly, we just translate this into patience, and we think of this as the type of patience that is needed when a calamity hits, when a big event happens. Now is when we need to practice sabr. In fact, the Quran teaches us that sabr is not just patience when a calamity hits, it also captures endurance, strength, perseverance. We can categorize sabr into three main areas. The first one is the sabr that is needed to endure what is required of you. What does this mean? For example, to keep up with your 5 daily prayers. This requires sabr. To do these 5 prayers every day, today, tomorrow, the day after, to interrupt your sleep, to wake up for Fajr, to stop what you're doing at work or at school or wherever you are out and about, to pray these 5 prayers consistently and continuously, this requires sabr. Ramadan is also coming up. To be able to endure fasting those 30 days or 29 days, that also requires sabr. Allah is not requiring these things of us and then expecting it to be easy. No, He acknowledges that it needs endurance and perseverance and strength. We have the verse in the Quran where He is directing the Prophet ﷺ saying, وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا. Command or instruct your family or your people to pray and have sabr through it. So endure it, have strength through it. So this requires sabr to keep up with these activities. This is a type of sabr that requires strength, commitment, endurance. The second type is somewhat the opposite. It is the sabr that is needed to refrain from activities that we should be refraining from. For example, lying, cheating, gossiping, backbiting, all the things that we shouldn't be doing. This takes sabr as well. This takes strength and commitment to keep enduring, staying away from these things that we shouldn't be doing. And lastly, the third one is the one we are probably more familiar with, which is sabr needed when a calamity hits. We have the following ayah in the Quran that says,
وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ.
so Allah tells us we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and the loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. So He tells us you are going to have difficult times. You will. You will face deaths, you will face hunger, you might face fear from different events happening. You will face these difficulties, but give good tidings to the patient. As-sabirin. So who are these patients? What do they do? The next 2 verses give us a little more information about who these people are.
الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
Who, when disaster strikes, they say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Indeed, we belong to Allah and to Him we shall return. Those are the ones whom are blessings from their Lord and mercy, and it is those who are guided. So we understand here that those people who are able to recognize that we belong to Allah and to Him we will return, and we accept His decree. Yes, it is difficult, but we accept it. Those people will receive blessings from Allah and mercy and guidance. Three beautiful things that I'm sure we all want: His blessings, His mercy, and His guidance. Those people will receive these three things. Right now, a lot of us around the world are experiencing life changes. We are self-isolating, staying indoors, not going to work, not going to school, and a lot of us don't even know how long this is going to last. Now is the time to practice sabr. And this doesn't just mean recognizing or accepting that this is a difficult time. This also means practicing sabr in our daily activities. Now we have the opportunity to practice sabr in these three areas. Are you using the time to make sure you keep up with your 5 daily prayers on time? This requires sabr. Are you refraining from doing things that you should be refraining from? This requires sabr. And are you accepting Allah's decree that this is a difficult time? Accepting that this is what it is. And inshallah, we will all get through it with patience, with looking out for each other, with prayers and so on. I pray that we make the most of this time, inshallah, and I pray that you all remain healthy and safe, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.